Hey folks, Bob here. It's a rainy Sunday afternoon. It's rainy. It snowed the other day and it's still not melted. I lost a tree from it. Apparently it was dying. I don't know what happened there. But I've been in the house. It's been raining a lot this month and part of last month too. So I was out here earlier. I cut the lights on. I got a couple of these fluorescents that are a little difficult to get on, but I thought I'd come out here. I'm bored. Been in the house paying bills and editing videos and different things. Let me see if I can get this door. There we go. Got it locked. It swing open on me. This is my drag car, Furious. Those of you that follow the channel, follow me on Facebook. Facebook page is called Furious, and it's spelled funny for a reason. It's a Plymouth Fury, 1977, two-door with a sport roof. They call them Fury Sports, but it's spelled Fury, and then I just left the I-O-U-S. I did that on purpose. It's a play on the name, so the Facebook page is the same name. Yeah, I know I could have left the I out. There's 500 people out there that call their cars Furious without the I. And probably some Facebook pages and some Twitter accounts and everything else. So I mixed it up on purpose to have a little fun and for identity's sake. And seems to work. People seem to like the car. The car has been I don't like to cuss. The car has been a pain in the ass. I mean, I love you, baby. I really love you. But man, you have fought me every step of the way. But we ran it 2 years ago for a few races, not many. Got it out late in the year. Went through a couple of testing tunes and didn't have enough gear in it. I broke the gear when I bought the car. The gear was broke. The only thing I had was a 323 one-legger. Well, it was a sure grip, but it didn't pull but on one side. It was broken also. Went on and ran it, but anyway, it's the original 400 engine in it. I just put the hood on it. This is a $650 glass hood, fiberglass hood. And I bolted it down to the stock factory mounting points, but not the stock. It had a torsion bar. This company here is who made the hood, by the way. Excellent quality. This hood was dead on. Can y'all see that? I hope they're still in business. The COVID thing has hurt so many of these small companies, and I can imagine a fiberglass company. You know, they probably were pressured to do something stupid. But anyway, what to do today? I want to finish, this hole here needs to be ringed out a little bit. I want to finish getting that a little bit better. And on the trunk lid, I sent the trunk lid down to a shop that I use in Greenville, North Carolina, to have it lightened. Similar to this Barracuda, it's the same way. What we didn't realize though, that Barracuda trunk lid is light. To begin with, it's very small. This thing here is gigantic. I mean, you can land a helicopter on it. And we lightened it too much. He even put the bracing in it. It's about 10-12 pounds lighter than it was. And it's floppy, flimsy. And in the process of welding it, he managed to burn a few holes through along a couple of spots. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll work on the hood today and finish that up. I'm doing some lightening on the radiator support area and the stuff where the header support, where the hood latch and all is. The reason I got to leave that stuff on the car is I've got to run a couple of pins here, hood pins, and then I need to tie the nose cone of the car back securely. And the nose cone of the car is right up here. And I've been doing a little bit of lightening on there. I've gotten I had about 140 pounds out of the car from when I had raced it 2 years ago. But then I had a problem with the mini starter, didn't clear the headers, and I ended up putting my stock Chrysler starter back on it, and it didn't really want to turn the motor over like I wanted. So I put a second battery in, and that spins the motor over really nice. But I do want to eventually go back. This all started when I put a set of headers on. I put a nicer set of headers on it, and the mini starter wouldn't fit. So I'll end up one of these days, probably next winter, putting a better set. I want to go fender wheel. I really would. That'd be cool. But believe it or not, this car is a lot lighter than you think it is. It's big. It is humongous. This is the same thing as the 75 Roadrunners, the 75 Fury Roadrunners. This is a Fury. They only did the Roadrunner for 1 year, then it became a Fury Sport. And a lot of times they had little slitted windows or whatever. But anyway, here she is. I know, like I said, I know a lot of you guys don't know about this car. You see my other videos I post. The 1120 on the window, it does not run that. That is the goal. It's about a 1280 car right now. We got another engine we're working on. Better set of heads, better cam. Probably going to try to get this a little bit more weight out of it. And that would be a nice, run 1120 would be nice. That's a quarter mile now. So there you have it. So let me get back out here and we're gonna paint it. I got a sponsor committed deal on a paint job. And speaking of sponsors, these nice folks here, Valvoline Oil and Liker Arts and Signs. There's his number. He made this. He also made this. Isn't that cool? Look at that. I mean, that is nice. 400 full barrel. And when I do the 440, he'll supply me some 440 full barrel ones too. And then of course my main sponsor here. And I got one more. I haven't told you about it yet, but that's the guy with the paint. When I get the car painted, I'll put his decal on. But anybody else wants to come on board. But we had a little problem with the fuel cell. I had this thing looking nice in here. Where's my light at? Oh, I lost my light. Had all the tin. I did all this myself. Had it looking great. Fuel cell had a failure. It sprung a leak. Never had that happen. Fortunately, it happened in the garage here, not going down the track. Had to get another fuel cell that was a little bit different, which required having to redo all this stuff back in here. The other fuel cell was a little wider, you can see, and the sump was dropped down further. And there was a brace that ran right through here. I had to cut the brace out because it didn't clear these fittings. So it's a little wet. I know I got to put some sealer on that. But well, I guess I'll do the finish the hood up, and then I'll work on this deck lid today. But we're real close to getting back on the track. I'm gonna probably come up with my buddy Tom Ball hooked me up with these slicks, so I'll probably come up with a little bit better, a little bit newer, and probably a little taller slick and a little bit more gear. I got a 373 in it right now. Again, that was all I had, but I've got a 486, which may be too much gear. But we can try it. We'll put it together with a spool and try it, see how it does. It's probably gonna be too much gear for it. But I don't turn my stuff real hard. I just play for fun. I'm not out here trying to put a 486 in, and it probably would easily run 1120 in, but I'm gonna do it 2 or 3 passes before it blows up. So there you have it, folks. Let me get back to work. This is my toy. I show a lot of other folks' toys, and I show some junkyard stuff. We'll get on the Barracuda some other day. That's a cool car right there. It really is. A tube chassis car, fiberglass front clip. It's been tubbed. It's got a 410 with a spool in it. Great big old slicks right up here. Cool car. Even got a big block. It's set up for a big block Mopar. I already got an engine for it. I just don't have time for it. So, yes, well, I'm working on this thing when you got that. Well, I'm a big guy. I really can't fit in this car. I can't. I'm squeezed in there. This car here, I fit nice. I look out over the hood. You know, I can see the end of the racetrack right at the edge of the hood. Like, hey, it ain't that far away. It's only 12, 14 feet away. Just kidding, folks. Nah, it is what it is. It's just, I like them all. I really do. But I got this thing, and I've put so much work in it that and I'm so close to finishing it. So close to finishing it from as far as getting it on the track on a regular basis. I'm a long ways from finishing it. Well, I even said that. I should know better. All right, enough rambling. I just wanted to show you my little project, my little toy, the one I'm currently working on. And let me get to work out here. It's not bad out here at all. It's probably 35, somewhere 35, 40. What is that there? Yeah, it looks like it's about 30, 36. I can handle that. I work outside. That ain't no big deal. All right, folks, I'm going to get to work. Okay, folks, I was able to get the, took my little rat tail file, just kind of eased off in there and got the hole just a tiny bit bigger, and was able to get those to mount flush now. The washer's no longer turned while the bolt's tight. Went over to this side over here, and same thing, found two on this side that were loose. These two here. That one there looks loose, I can see a little gap, but the washer's not turning and it's tight, so I need to find a smaller washer. That washer was the only one I had put here. So we got all that looking good. I need to get this tape off, this decal off. It's not wanting to come off in this cold, so I'll get the heat gun out here in a minute on that. But I wanted to address this back here. When the guy put the bracing in for this trunk lid, he burned a couple of holes. You can see where the braces V right here, then go across. So he burned some holes. So I'm gonna get my prep saw, I'm gonna clean all this off, and then of course I'll remark it. And then I got this, this stuff right here made by 415. It's epoxy, it's a two-part epoxy. I have used this on several cars with outstanding success. It hardens like a brick. I always like to put more in it than I need. Push it down in the hole. I've used this on rust repairs where you don't want to weld a panel. I don't know how to weld, so it's great. I mean, you know, you're not doing a Barrett Jackson car, and it hardens like a brick. You're not going to get it out anytime soon. So that's what I'll use to fill these little holes in. This will be just fine for this car. And then once I get it, once it cures, it'll take it's cold today. I'll get the heat on it and warm it up a little bit, but I doubt I'll be doing any sanding on it today. So let me at least get that step started, let it cure. It may take a few days to cure in this weather. And while that's drying, if I've got time, I'll go out there and work on the tape on the front fenders. There you go, folks. Okay, folks, I got the 415 two-part epoxy putty. I got it all kneaded. I tear off a piece of each section, and you just knead it in your fingers, your palm of your hand and whatnot. Get it all where it's all one color. And I pressed it in. I took the heat gun and heated the metal up. Gave it a few seconds to cool off after I heated it, get a little bit of consistency. Then I pressed the stuff in, heat it. Of course, you have to heat this up to it's 35 degrees, and I'm sure that's below 415's recommendations on when you're supposed to use it. But when you put heat to it, that raises the temperature. But she's already hardening up. That one there's still a little soft, but it's only been a few minutes. I started here and worked down like that. So, like I said, that's that one's getting hard too, man. That's what you want. I pushed it into the hole. So, 415 epoxy. Well, you can't see, they put the sticker. Bought this stuff in year one. They put the sticker right over top of it, but it's 415 epoxy. They are not sponsoring me, by the way, but if they want to, I've used a lot of their products over the years and have had great success with it, and will continue to use it. But I'll darn sure promote you if you want me to. So if you're listening, 415, hey. All right, folks. So we got that step done. That's we got the hood fixed. We got this done. I think I'm gonna go up here now and get the heat gun and see if I can't get these decals off. Well, not decals. These I put this tape up here when I was painting the inside of here, and also I used it for my measurements on where to put the hood. So it don't want to come off now. I need to clean up a little overspray. So yeah, we'll work on that next. We're getting a lot done today. Amazing what you can get done on a rainy, cold day. Look at my see there, blowing steam. All right, and that engine beautiful. All I did on it was I put bearings in it and some new gaskets and painted it, and then that's a long story, but it should run a little better. I got the transmission where the money was. We spent some money on the transmission. My transmission man said it's going to pick me up a full second. So if that's the case, that 1120 might just be capable. Well, I don't know. We'll see. If it picks me up a couple of tenths, I'll be thrilled, because it was slipping in high gear. So I think a couple of tenths is realistic. All right, let me get this tape off, and we'll see how she looks after that. Okay, folks, I'm all done with what I set out to do today. My goal. Just back here checking. This stuff is hardened up pretty good. in this cold temperature. That is amazing. That is amazing how hard those have gotten. Like I said, it gets hard as a brick. So I'm gonna leave it alone today. Don't want to push my luck. I'll check it in a few days and look up under the bottom, make sure it did push through those holes. I'm sure it did. I pressed it in. It should be fine. And we'll get this, after a week or so. It's no real hurry. Sometime or another, we'll get the cheese grater and grate it down. And the whole trunk needs to be done, smooth out, blocked, all that kind of stuff. Now the hood and the tag, I got the tape off. Came off no problem. Got it all cleaned up good. A lot of chips where I was working on the car, putting the motor in and out, that kind of thing. So I'll touch that up with paint until I get around to painting the car. Cleaned up all this. Now right here, even though I hit it with the heat gun, this lower trim for the glass for the front windshield, the tape peeled the flat black paint off. You see it's got flat black paint all the way around. I hate it did that, not because I can't fix it. I can fix it easy. It's just something, it's just going to stick out at me until I get around to fixing it. It just looks bad. That looked kind of neat the way that was there. I got to take these screws off right in here. Scuff it down, prime it, hit it with some flat black, semi-flat, whatever, probably flat. Put it back on. It's just another step, another day of sitting out in the sun, letting it dry in the wintertime here, heating it with a heat gun, that kind of thing. But I was able to get all the overspray off, and no big deal. So cleaned all my marks up I had written down. A little streaky, but I'm just cleaning it up right now, not trying to put a spit polish on it. Same thing with my mirror. I guess my mirror has been chipped over the years, so when I get the flat black deal going. I'm not sure I'll go back with flat black on the mirrors. I'll probably paint them body color actually, but I'm pretty sure I'll do flat black around the, maybe not, we'll see. That's something to ponder. I think I will do flat black on this piece. And a little dog leg for it, but I don't know. Kind of like the flat black, but the color change, which is a secret that we're coming up with, I'm not so sure it's going to work with that. It's a completely different color than the purple and yellow. And man, I can't wait to get it on the car. I've had all kind of pictures drawn up. It's going to look good. So anyway, we're done, I guess, for this little stage of the progress. I'm starting to get a little cold, starting to get a little hungry. I'm going to go in the house and make something warm, eat, and we're getting there, folks. We really are. We're getting there. So I think what we're going to do next is we got a hood hinge up here. Not a hood hinge, a door hinge. This door sags, and I got a new hinge. This thing was heavy, and I've been drilling some lightning holes in it. Don't worry, the door's already been lightened, and it's going to get lightened some more. When I'm done with it, the door won't weigh nothing, and it is a drag car, so it's not like it's going to be getting opened 45 times a day or 45 times a week. So we'll lighten up that door hinge since we've got to replace it, and later on I'll lighten up the rest of them. But that's probably what I'll do next, and then we'll start on the finishing up the fuel cell and the see if we can get her fired up. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed this. This is my project. This is the one that I work on. This is my baby here. All these other cars I videoed for you belong to other people. So like it or not, hate it, love it. Big block, 727, 8 3/4 in. 373. It's got a sure grip, not a spool. We're gonna fix that. And it's got fiberglass bumpers at both ends, fiberglass hood. And I don't know if I showed you the inside of it. He's the real deal in here. Got the roll cage. Like I said, we're gonna lighten this up some more. It's got Lexan already here. It's got a nice roll cage in it, and the back brace, glass seat, all that's secure by rule. MSD box. So put the original steering wheel back on it. That's not the original steering wheel for this car, but it is an original Plymouth steering wheel. I think that came out of a 72. But that's just one of my little pet peeves. I like to have a steering wheel reminiscent of the car I'm driving. So I don't know, just me. When I had my 69 Sellout, I had the stock steering wheel on it. So it's kind of cool. But there you go. That's my toy. All right, folks. Later.